Are we actually going to start today? It's been like 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, in a bit. So this is the life of a full-time online coach. Basically, RuneScape 10 hours a day, work 1 hour a day. So guys, welcome to the Level Up series. Now, this is something that's been in the pipeline for years, and I've probably been frustrating Jake, to be fair, but it's finally here. Now, this is going to give you a lot more of an insight into me as a coach, me as some form of an athlete, but also documenting my journey to my shows coming up soon. So we've got PCA in 10 weeks and the UK FBA in 11 weeks. Now, I'm a natural men's physique competitor, but if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know coaching is my main passion. This is more of a bit more redemption of me proving to myself that the 2019 physique wasn't me. And this is going to show you the behind the scenes of me as a coach, but also as an athlete. So make sure that you like, comment and subscribe, because this is going to be a fun one, this is. Right guys, so this is the perfect pre-gym setup. RuneScape on one screen, George Osborne on the other screen, getting you pumped for the gym.
Normally do the big bumper blade first. Because I need to deload, I'm taking the piss. Probably get a little bit too heavy for me at this.
Right, so first training session on the YouTube, we are heading to the mecca of Lichfield, which is Gym Unity Lichfield. So pre-workout of choice is Vascumax from Strom. This is my cupboard of never-ending supplements, and the Go MVP. So this, unfortunately, being a natty athlete, I have to cut it out 6 weeks out from a show. So I'm making the most out of the minute. We've also got the steroid that I'm on, creatine monohydrate, and then some amino acids as well. So this is my supplement haul. I don't have a affiliation code, but I am linked with Reload. So if you do want discount off Reload, it's Alsmith10 at checkout. I make no commission off that. So it's just to help you guys out if you do need any supplements, and you can get all of this, bar this one. You can't get that one there, but yeah, if you need any supplements, Reload. Yeah, let's get ready to train. This is the dog's bollocks. So this is the new Mobile, the Fiat 500. As you can see, I'm fitting it dead nice. Right now we're actually getting the proper car. We're here now, Gym Unity, Lichfield. This is the first session of the Level Up series. So today is going to be pull session. So come in and see what we get up to. Always important to get warmed up. This is one, especially if you struggle to feel your lats, this is an awesome one to warm up on. So just literally gauge your lats, drive your elbow back, just get a feel of your lats. This is something that I always struggle with. Everything you need for a gym. So shout out 1MR for these long ropes. This is an absolute game changer when it comes to getting you back. When it comes to exercise selection, the first thing I always say to all my clients, pick something that you enjoy. Now, this for me has always been a staple because it allows me to hit my lats, just gets my lats fired up, ready to get into the bigger movements then. So, your best friends when it comes to anything to do with needing a neutral grip. So, what I like to do on here is set it up a bit differently. Again, this is where exercise selection is quite important because you've got to find movements that work well for you. Now, when I use this, typically, you normally set it up, both feet under the pad. For me though, this doesn't a line how I want it to. So a little tip that you can do, set yourself slightly off it. So have one leg under, that allows you then to line this cable up directly with where you want it to come down to. It just makes the movement then overall target the lats a lot more. Now, this YouTube series, I don't want it to be the typical telling you all the science behind the exercise selection. If I'm honest, a lot of the movements that I do are just literally because I enjoy doing them. It's not a case of this is the most optimal way to do it. It's about finding enjoyment in the gym, and this is the movements that I feel the most. What you'll probably see a lot of me doing as well, which is like 3 to 4 reps here and there. So these are what we call warm-up sets or feeder sets. The whole point of this is to get a feel of the muscle. So see how the weight feels, don't completely burn yourself out. So when it comes to your working sets and your top sets, we've got the energy then to attack it. So it's not a case of recording these workouts, it's a case of recording just the working sets that you are doing. Following on from that warm-up sets and feeder sets as well, that's the importance of having a logbook, because I can see now, last week on here, I've got 9 for 6 reps. So obviously the game now, get 9 or 4 more reps. That's why it's so important to record your workouts, because if you're not, you're just stabbing in the dark. You need to make sure you know exactly what weight you've used, the reps you've hit, so you're progressing week by week then. So another important thing as well when it comes to obviously using your logbook, warm-up sets, feeder sets, when you're in a dieting phase, our main goal isn't really to be trying to drive as much progression as possible, it's to maintain the muscle we've got. So for me now, I'm being quite reservative with the weights that I select. It's more about just trying to beat like the odd rep here and there. It's not about trying to go balls to the wall and completely blow myself up, because I'm at a high risk of injury, obviously fatigue, which is going to then affect prep and recovery. So when you're in a dieting phase, just try and reserve as much of your strength as possible. And obviously when you're eating a lot of food and you're in a surplus, that's when you really want to be pushing for strength gains then. This is an OCD of mine. I have to use the same size plates on both sides. Although they're both 20s, I can't do this, so I've got to take it off. That's better. With this movement, if I had my choice, ideally I'd have some form of chest support here, just because I can't brace for shit. But the feeling you get on this movement, you don't have to go too heavy, but it's an absolute game changer for your back. Another reminder, always take your weights off the machine as well, don't be a lazy bastard. This is a machine where it makes me look hard, so I can stack it, but really it's not that hard, so. Take a photo of it, look. One machine I can stack in here, everything else I can't do, so. Oh, fuck. Told you I'd scream once. Another thing that's just come to my mind actually when it comes to weight workouts, a lot of you will take into fact a good session based on how many calories you burn. That is a load of crap. Literally, the main focus in a weight session is making sure that you're progressing on each of your movements. It doesn't matter how many calories you burn. Obviously, it's going to create a bigger deficit, yeah, but your calorie deficit comes from your diet and your expenditure. Don't use your weight workouts as your main form of burning calories. The main point of this is to build or reserve the muscle mass. So this watch is technically pointless, although I have burnt 415 calories, so that's always a bonus. make sure that you take your plates off. Right guys, so here's a physique update with me 11 and 10 weeks out from my shows of this year. So excuse the posing, I'm absolutely crapping at the minute, but Ryan's helping with that, so. Climbing up a rope. That's cardio for the week done. Right guys, so that's the session done. We're going to go and do, if I get my trainers on, some quick steps around the town, then we're back home then. I am getting a Coke Zero. Do you want a large? So as you say, you can't get your food on the go. McDonald's now has calories, so if 18 calories for a side salad. To help me with my shits. So you get your steps in being a gamer, playing Pokemon Go. Oh. 55 calories. Yeah, just a bit. Another diet hack, 50% less sugar and salt. It's a problem when you open a fresh tub, finding the scoop.
Best way to do it.
Now, if you haven't got an air fryer and you're on prep, you're doing something seriously wrong. Right, so after Jake's advice to try and do the cream of rice, this is what we've ended up with.
Nice.
So I'm going back to my old roots of the Rice Krispies instead. So it does smell nice. It's what happens when you're on prep. You even have to weigh out your milk. Every calorie.
As well.
Yep, every calorie counts.
Make them all mushy.
That's it. Don't make it nice and soggy.
Yep.
The best cereal are the soggy cereals. I don't care what anyone says. You can't eat them when they're like this. Right. Oh god.
That's good actually.
Take two. One sec.
Keeping that in.
Right. I'm not crying because it's the end of the episode. I'm crying because I'm choking. But that is the end of the episode. So hopefully you've got a bit of an insight into it. I'm probably the most introvert character on YouTube, but that's going to blossom out soon once the more YouTube series come. So if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment and subscribe to the channel because there's going to be plenty more videos coming soon. I'm the wrong goal, that did.